Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Bears. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here in the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Paris Red Dragons Relocation franchise here on Madden 24. Now, last episode was a journey, a spiritual journey, an emotional journey, a physical toll taken on my body, and we lost. So we are currently winless in our inaugural season. Will we ever get that elusive first win in franchise history? I don't know at this point. But just as I thought it couldn't get any worse with how we've been playing and just the level of disappointment I've been feeling in this first season, now we have to go and play the Philadelphia Eagles for the second time. The first time we played them, they murdered us. And now the second time they play us, they will probably double murder us. It'll be a double homicide, and we'll be the victim twice. So that's not particularly where I want to be headspace-wise, but we'll go through it. I think I'm going to take this video, and I'm going to take this episode. I'm not going to really care. If we win, awesome. We got our first win of the franchise. But if we lose, I'm going to try to keep a cool, level head. I'm going to try not to explode in rage. I'm going to try to not to complain. I'm turning over a new leaf, you could say. So, as a part of that, let's get on to the actual episode. We got to take a look at mock draft number 2. I don't want to wait any longer. I want to go into mock draft number 2. We currently sit with the number 2 pick in the draft. Somehow, we don't have the number 1 pick in the draft, because I did check before I started this episode. We are now officially the only team in the NFL who has not won a game. We are the only winless team in the NFL. So, how the Saints have a higher pick than we do, I have no idea. But it looks like they do have us taking the guy that I would be interested in taking in Matt Newton. He is the quarterback that I think is the better of the two in terms of just being a better athlete, because Mac Bean, we've taken a look at him previously, he is just a pure statue in the pocket. He cannot move at all, and I think that Matt Newton, Cam's brother, I think he can get the job done better than Mac Bean can. Now, Mac Bean may have a better arm, and it looks like he probably does, but he's not athletic. He can't move. He's got no speed. He's a pure statue in the pocket, and he may have a cannon. Like, it says he's got great to elite throw power, great to elite strength, so he may be a physical specimen in the pocket, but I mean, B, medium accuracy, A, throw under pressure. Like, his accuracies are not that much better, maybe even worse than what we've got with Newton. Because Newton has A, short accuracy, something that Mac Bean so far doesn't have. We don't know. I think his was A to C, so we don't know officially. But Matt Newton, I think, is a little bit better of an athlete, and that's kind of the way that I play. I know he is 23 years old, which is a little bit of a hindrance to him developing. Mac Bean's only 22. But I think the way that I play, my play style, fits an improviser more than it does a strong-arm quarterback, especially when we're still building the offensive line and we're still developing that. So, as of right now, Matt Newton is probably my go-to guy. He's probably the guy that I'm going to take as the quarterback of this draft. Now, this draft class, as far as quarterbacks are concerned, is not the best, but out of the talent, I think that Matt Newton is the better of the options. Now, there are some good other players in this class. There's a really good tight end in Connor McLeod, who, I mean, could be a franchise tight end. He's 6'6" with good to great speed. He's a great route runner. I mean, he could be a phenomenal player if we learn a little bit more about him. And then we're looking at D tackles. We're looking at pass rushers. We're looking at tackles. Like, we could really take whatever. Like, we could take literally anything in this draft because we're still developing. Devon Hardison is a fine player. He's a great route runner. But I don't know if it's worth taking We need to take a quarter. I don't think we can waste another season without taking a quarterback. I feel like we have to take a quarterback. Now, that could be bad because if we load up the draft class next season and there's a better quarterback than what we have, what we get this offseason, then that's going to be put us in an awkward situation. But that could be like putting us in a Josh Rosen, Kyler Murray situation with the Cardinals. So I don't really want to be in that situation, but you never know, man. You never really know. We are still thinking about contract negotiations with some of our players. We're still trying to figure out this Montez Sweat trade. I don't really know who I want to get in return, what kind of value I want to get. So I might do a sign-in trade in the end. But obviously I want to bring back Calvin Ridley, and I think I can. It's going to be a little bit expensive. He's 28 years old. He doesn't really want to be here because he wants to be close to home, which is in Florida, which I guess is a good thing why he got traded to Jacksonville. But if I pay him 10 mil and then 8.5, maybe that'll just boost over. He'll see dollar signs over being close to home. Let's offer him that contract, and he's coming back. That's a pretty hefty contract, but remember, we can restructure contracts in Madden 24, so that's a pretty hefty contract. But we do re-sign Calvin Ridley back on the team for what? I get 4 years out of him at 28 years old. I think that's a pretty solid contract there, and we can always restructure it or trade him off if he starts to get a little bit regressing or gets over his value or whatever happens. We can always move on from that. We're still waiting on Christian Darrisaw to return. When is he back again? He is still out for 2 more weeks with a torn labrum. So we're struggling on that left side with Rasheed Walker there. And we're still developing our offensive line. Cosme, Smith, Stromberg, Harrison. We're still trying to get those guys to develop. We're working on Najee Harris. But everybody's just, it's not helping that everybody's just playing down because of bad morale. We're all disappointed. I have been very impressed with Cody Barton. He seems to be around the ball every single play. He seems to be really, really good. Emmanuel Forbes has been very good this season. Hufunga's been good. Jamin Davis has also been very good this season. Obviously, Jonathan Allen and Chase Young have been good. And even Jartavius Martin, who I did just realize has star development. I don't know if we knew that, but Jartavius Martin now officially has star development. Did we know that already? I don't remember. Now we do, unless I forget again. And I do want to make sure that Christian Watson is the punt returner just because he has so much speed. I want to make sure that he's out there. As for injuries, do we have any other than the tackle, other than the dude, Christian Darrisaw? No, Christian Darrisaw is the only guy that we have at an injury. He's still out for 2 more weeks, so he'll be back for the game against the Seahawks on the road. Weekly strategy against this Eagles team. I don't even really know where to go with this. We could go with defending the pass against Hurts. I guess that's probably the best one. Let's defend the short pass, I guess, against him. Probably. I need to make sure that we are on half pads and then backups all the way to make sure that nobody gets fatigued. Perfect there. And then we'll go in. And for our game plan, I don't even know, man. Let's just go with like run inside or maybe run outside. I'll do run outside. Let's do run outside. That could be a little bit better of a thing. I have no idea, to be honest with you. So we are going to go with backups there as well. And then we did unlock, I forgot to tell you, or no, I did tell you. We did unlock 2 more focus players. We're still waiting on the staff points to be able to unlock the 3rd focus player, the 6th and final focus player. So I am going to have Ricky Stromberg in there and Anton Harrison. Fidarian Mathis probably. Do we need Emmanuel Forbes in there? I don't even know if we need Emmanuel Forbes in this, in the focus player, because he tends to get some pretty good XP. I could want a guy like Christian Watson in there, but he's a receiver, so he's got a better chance of getting XP. You really want these guys to be the guys that don't necessarily get crazy amounts of XP every single week. So like offensive linemen, defensive linemen sometimes, corners, safeties, guys like that. And I think Sam Cosme I'm going to put in there instead. So we're going to have a lot of young guys in there to just make sure that they get as much XP as physically possible. 2 passing touchdowns. Do I think we can get that? Probably not. But we're going to find out. Maybe Aaron Rodgers will surprise us and he'll have a pretty good day. Are we clean with no injuries? Nobody on the defense is hurt. What about the offense? Show me a clean bill of health for this game against the Eagles. We do have a clean bill of health except for Christian Darrisaw. So we will head into this game after we take a quick look at the Eagles. We already... Ooh, Christian Watson gets an upgrade point. That's nice to see. We'll give him Playmaker because that gives a bunch of upgrades. Yeah, okay, that's some good ones there. I do like Christian Watson. I think he's a good player. I hope that he can develop for us. But we'll take a quick look at the Eagles roster since we just did it a few episodes ago. We just played the Eagles, so we don't need to go over it fully. But you guys shouldn't be familiar with it. It's Hurts, DeAndre Swift, A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, Devin Duvernay, Quez Watkins, Dallas Goedert, Jordan Mailata, Landon Dickerson, Jason Kelsey, Michael Schofield, Lane Johnson, and then Brandon Graham, Josh Sweat, Fletcher Cox, and Jalen Carter, Hassan Reddick, Zach Cunningham, Miles Jack, but he's injured, so it'll be Nicholas Morrow. And then Darius Slay, James Bradbury, Casey Hayward, Avonte Maddox, Keely Ringo. Safeties Logan Ryan and Terrell Edmonds. Kicker punter Jake Elliott and Trenton Gill. So that is the Eagles team. We know it. We've played it before in division, rivalry game, but they've got to fly all the way over to Paris. They've got jet lag. They're going to be tired. They're going to be out of sync. Their internal body clock's going to be all over the place. So maybe we can catch a fluky victory. I'll take a fluky victory at this point just to get a win. But here we go. Eagles, Dragons, second game against them. But this time it's at home in the Dragon's Den. Let's go get it. Hit that like button if you're going to enjoy. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Juice Club. And let's go see if we can catch that elusive first victory in franchise history.
It's week 8 of the NFL. And we'll be watching Terry McLaurin. Always staying busy. He's your league leader in receiving yards.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower in the fabulous European capital of Paris, France. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on top here, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Dragons of Paris. With my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Paris team as it gets ready here. They come in wondering what on earth is going on here as they sit in last place at 0-7.
And it's really difficult to report to work every day with that type of a losing streak looming over you. How do you break out of it? And you're looking at each other to try and figure it out.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is finally time. Eagles and Dragons at home in Paris. This is the second game, obviously, we've played against the Philadelphia Eagles. We played them a few weeks ago, a few episodes ago, and they absolutely destroyed us. So let's hope that that doesn't happen again, but I highly, highly doubt that we can be competitive against this team. And Jalen Hurts, I wish he would have done that again with us as the Barons quarterback, but I was using him as the Bears quarterback, and that didn't go very well. But here we go. First play of the game for either team. We're going to see if the Predator can go on the hunt once again. He had a good episode against the Giants, I think we just played, in that rage-induced episode. I was in such a blind rage, I don't even remember who we played. I think it was the Giants. And Chase Young, I do remember, because I made him the thumbnail. He had a pretty decent game. I think he had a sack. He had a couple tackles for loss. He had a good game. Jonathan Allen in the back, and he's going to... Oh, Hurts just gets the ball away. I don't know how he did. That was such an awkward arm angle for him to toss that ball, but he just gets it away. Jonathan Allen and Montez Sweat were in the backfield there. And Jonathan Allen once again gets past the guard, and that's going to be knocked incomplete. Good job. I think that was David Mayo who with the deflection, or the pass breakup. And that's a quick 3-and-out for the Eagles. Look at that. A 3-and-out for the Eagles? I can't believe my eyes. Christian Watson back to return, back in his role as the returner after a couple of weeks of being the backup because I forgot to switch him. And Aaron Rodgers walks onto the field. He's had an up-and-down career here in Paris. 10 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. Yeah, that's not a good split. Not a good split, but hey, it is what it is. And I'm actually going to switch this to the other side so we don't run against Jordan Davis because we know that he is a run-stuffing machine. And Najee Harris has got some room. Najee Harris with 9 yards on the first carry. That is an excellent start. And we're going to go right back to it. Hand this ball out to Najee. He's got blockers, and he's falling forward for a few yards. If we can run against this Eagles team, then we'll be cooking because that'll open up the pass down the field, and we've got some elite receivers that can catch some good passes. So it looks like they're going to be able to stop this run, though. I'm going to hand it off anyway. Double teaming Jordan Davis. Najee got some good blocks and got up to the 40-yard line. It's 2nd and 6. He's already got 17 yards. I'm liking the way that this is starting. And I will tell you, Ron Rivera's on the hot seat. Ron Rivera is on the hot seat. I don't even know if he will make it the entire first season here in Paris. That's a true statement. I don't know. His job might be in jeopardy, and it's not because he's being a bad coach. It's just because I need somebody to be the scapegoat so that I'm not to blame. And so, sorry, Ron. I like you as a dude, but you probably are going to be my fall guy here. But we'll see how it goes the next couple episodes. I'm trying to switch it, but I can't, so we're going to have to run at Jordan Davis. And that wasn't really a bad thing, because Jordan Davis really didn't affect that too much. It was Zach Cunningham who made first contact. We've been running for a good amount of time. Here's where we take our first shot of the game. We got McLaurin and Ridley. I like those routes. I'm going to have to get it away, and that's what I remember from last time we played the Eagles. This offensive line's not good enough just yet to be able to give me enough time. I do remember that from last episode. Okay, so I'm going to have to get this ball away so quickly that it's not even realistic. And I think I can. It's the big money man, Calvin Ridley. He's got a new contract, and he's got a touchdown here in Paris. Rodgers to Ridley. You can bet on that. Calvin Ridley touchdown, and the big money man just signed his new contract extension, and he's got himself a touchdown here in the first quarter against the Eagles. He just split the safety in the corner, outran Avonte Maddox, and Rodgers loves it. Rodgers, he loves the play. I need to see this one more time. Instant replay. Here we go. So I knew that I was going to have pressure in my face. You got Hassan Reddick, you got Jordan Davis, Fletcher Cox, all these guys, Brandon Graham, whoever else is on this team. You got all these amazing players, and I don't have that great of an offensive line, especially my left tackle and center. So they're not great, so I knew I was going to have to change this. Originally, Calvin Ridley was running in up and then out to the sidelines, but I changed it to a vertical. You may have seen that. I hot route to the end zone, just a straight streak, and he gets by Avonte Maddox, and then you can see the safety go to the middle of the field to play center field. But then he has to adjust once he realizes that Avonte Maddox got burnt, and I realized this right away, and the ball was placed perfectly. Ridley outran everybody into the end zone, and you've got yourself a nice little touchdown for the Red Dragons. And we've got ourselves... Oh, I'm not going to get myself a little double celly. Oh, I wanted my double celly, but we've got my big money man, Calvin Ridley, just got paid, and now he is a freaking touchdown maker here in week 6, week 7? I don't even remember. Badgley on for the extra point. He will put it up and through right down the middle, and what a shocking result. Eagles go 3 and out on their first possession of the game, and then we go right down the field, run the ball fairly easily, and then when we need to pass, we complete a nice pass to Ridley, and we've got ourselves a touchdown lead, but I just screwed up the kick return, and the Eagles will tie it just like that. Who needs offense when you've got special teams? Jabril Cox missed the tackle, the arm tackle. He missed the wrap-up, and then there was just really nothing else from there. It was good blocking, and all my momentum and all my hype just went out the window. It just went out the window right there. That blows. That really, really blows. Okay. It's all right. Maybe Christian Watson can do the same. He's got speed. and he's going to get shut down at the 17-yard line, so he couldn't really do anything. Rodgers in this offense back on the field, not much of a break, not much of a water break on the sidelines, but we'll continue to get back to that same formula that worked in the first drive. We'll give it to Najee Harris. If he can get the outside, he couldn't do it. You got to be faster than Zach Cunningham, Najee. I know you've got the wheels. I know you're a talented running back. You got to be faster than a veteran like Zach Cunningham. And I tried to bounce it to the opposite side. I thought it was going to work for a second. It almost did, but I got wrapped up by the shoulder. We're going to try this one more time. 3rd and 1. It's a risky spot, and I'm not going to get it. It's 4th and 1. We don't punt the football on the channel. So what we're going to do is probably not hand this off to Najee. No, we're going to do it. I trust Najee Harris to get a yard. Get it, Najee. He's got it and more. Najee Harris, 35 yards on 9 carries. Whew, that was a little bit of like hold your breath, your heart is in your stomach kind of thing. But he does it. He delivers. And we've got extra downs now. I got to get this away. I pressed the wrong button. It's an interception. I wanted to press X, but my finger pressed R1. And I got hit on the throw. Man, I have no time. I just have 0 time. It's all that it is. I have 0 time to throw, especially on routes like that. Not much I could do. And I pressed the wrong button in the first place. So maybe I would have been able to complete it, or at least avoid the interception if I would have pressed the right freaking button. But that happens. That happens when you're an idiot. So we go to the Eagles drive, and they're starting to get their momentum back. If they score, it's probably going to be game over for momentum. You can just forget about it. Unless I can pick this off with Tyson Campbell. Oh, my God. How did he catch that? Devin Duvernay. I should have just went with the swat, but I got too excited. I thought I was going to pick that off. I should have just went straight swat. Maybe I would have been able to knock it incomplete. I don't know how Devin Duvernay held on to that, though. That was crazy. Pick that. Pick that, Hufanga. Oh, it's incomplete. Hurts is only 1 for 4. That was his first completion, was that Duvernay catch on the sideline. So he hasn't had the greatest of starts. Remember, we held him to a 3 and out. The only reason they have a touchdown is because of that kick return. That's to this side. Oh, my God. I thought he caught that. First off, I thought he picked it off. I thought my guy picked it off. But then I thought that their receiver, I don't know who it was. It might have been Devonta Smith. It might have been A.J. Brown. I have no idea. But whoever they targeted, I thought he caught it at the end. Tackle him. Hold him down. Tackle A.J. Brown. He's down. 4th and goal from the 1. Do they kick the field goal or do they go for it on the 1? I have no idea. They're going to go for the field goal. This could be a fake. This could very well be a fake. But they're going to go for the field goal. I'm just going to play the outside rollout just in case. They do go for the field goal and make it. So Jake Elliott delivers. It's 10-7. Man, I really wish it was not 10-7 and it was like 7-3. I really wish that was the case, but that's not how it is. I threw my 16th pick of the year with Aaron Rodgers, and we're not even halfway through the season yet. No surprise there if you've ever watched one of my series. Okay, let's get back to the run game, because at least we've been able to do that pretty well. We haven't been able to pass very often, or very efficiently. Oh, that's great blocks. Najee to the outside. Najee gets through. Break one man. Stiff arm. No. That's a fantastic run, though, from Najee Harris. But if he could have broke that one guy, he had one man to beat, he would have been gone for a touchdown. And that is the end of the first quarter. It's 10-7 Philadelphia. We're sitting in a good spot right now. No need to panic just yet. I know that the Eagles are starting to build that momentum, and they're starting to look pretty dangerous. But they're the Eagles. They're always going to look like that. We still got to keep our mindset ahead of us. And we got great blocks from the receivers. Juke move from Najee. It's not that elite. He's not a juke move kind of guy. He's a run you over or jump over you type of running back. And they're going to get through with that. No, not even blocked. I saw that coming the entire way. Zach Cunningham once again in the backfield for a run stop. So we got to go verticals here. Verticals are really the only stuff we can throw because they tend to get open the quickest. I'm going to believe in Terry. I mean, he would have been open, but Rodgers does not deliver an accurate pass, and it is 3rd down and 13, and I have no idea where to go with this football. This is the exact play that I threw the pick on last drive. I meant to throw it to Calvin Ridley. That didn't happen, so I'll get it out to Logan Thomas. He could get the first down. Fall forward, Logan. 4th and 1. Where do we do? Do we kick the field goal to try to tie it with Badgley? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think we're going to go for this. This is a bad idea. This is a very, very bad idea. Oh, yikes. We're going to go with this. Najee Harris, get us a yard. He got more than that. Najee Harris keeps the drive alive. Oh, my God. That was intense. We could have honestly taken our points and tied this game, but hey, when you're a desperate team, you do desperate things. We're trying to get that first win. And Calvin Ridley just did the same thing he scored on, and that's number 2. The Dragons have the lead back, and it's Calvin Ridley, the big money man. He got his contract extension, and he's going off for 2 touchdowns in the first half. That is what you love to see, and that's a similar play, if not the exact same play, that he scored on the previous drive. And we are back in the lead 14-10. Najee Harris with some big runs on that drive. We really, honestly, could not have done that touchdown without Najee Harris. So that is huge on that drive. We swing the momentum all the way back in our favor now. And we got to try our best to stop that man right there, Jalen Hurts. He's got 5 minutes to work with and all 3 timeouts. We get the ball to start the second half, so that's a promising thing. But I would really like if we could stop this Eagles squad. Dallas Goedert holds on for the catch. It's 2nd down and 3. That was a tough throw, especially with Hurts rolling out to the opposite side that he throws to. And he had guys running after him too. It's a tough throw. It's a good throw. And a good catch from Goddard. His first catch of the day. Motioning motioning A.J. Brown. They didn't hand it to him, and they did hand it to Swift in the end. And he's able to get 19, or not 19. He's able to get probably 10, maybe 12 on that one. He got a good gain. And they completely changed the play here. Allen in the backfield again. Benjamin St. Juste can't do anything. Cody Barton can't do anything. And then we finally wrap him up at the 49-yard line. I don't even know what to call. Oh, great. Hurts is in his X Factor activated. He's got run and gun, it looks like. And he's going to run and gun. Oh, I went for the cut stick, but he juked me. He juked me out of my shoes on the cut stick there. Luckily, David Mayo was there to stop him from gaining even more yards. But with this X Factor activated, he is a dangerous man. And that's going to beat A.J. Brown. Bring him down. Is that a first down? It is. First down for Brown. Chiefs are 7-0. Broncos are 6-1. Denver looks like a very formidable team. Bengals are 5-1 as well. I think the Chiefs are the only team that is undefeated left in this season. That's a one-on-one ball, and Hufanga won't have a chance at it. Neither will Devonta Smith. 2nd and 10. I really wish that Hurts would have kept that in play, so I might have had a chance at a pick there. Think about the momentum shift if I would have got a pick on Jalen Hurts. Knock him out of the X Factor. Cut stick on DeAndre Swift. Good job from Cody Barton. It's 3rd and 5. And that's going to be the 2-minute warning unless they snap it real quick. Nope. 3rd and 5 will be after the 2-minute warning. Red Dragons lead 14-10 on the Eagles. Think of the scenes in Paris. If this was the game that we got our first win, but I'm not going to get ahead of myself. We still got a lot of football to play. You know, a lot of stuff can happen in a half of football in Madden. So, especially when the Eagles just converted that 3rd down to get a new set. From the 18-yard line, they'll motion a couple guys inside, closer to the line of scrimmage. And Hurts will stay in the pocket, have space, have time, and find DeAndre Swift, who will run out of bounds. 2nd and 3 from the 11. Eagles are, this feels like just a guaranteed Eagle touchdown. It feels like they're unstoppable right now. They're doing whatever they want. That first quarter, we were starting to get a little pressure. Allen was getting through consistently past the line, but it doesn't feel the same in this drive. Oh, what a throw from Hurts. Luckily for us, Goddard stepped out of bounds because he could have walked into the end zone. But that's just a fantastic throw from Jalen Hurts. It doesn't get much better than that. We are going to pinch. We're going to blitz. We're going to do all kinds of things to try to stop the Philadelphia Eagles. It's a keeper from Jalen Hurts. He cuts back inside and scores the touchdown. I thought that we were going to get him before he could make that cut, but we didn't do it. Hurts gets the touchdown and gives the Eagles back the lead. and Jake Elliott will make it 3. Oh, I thought we had him stopped there. I really thought we had him stopped. Saints are tied right now with the Colts. We could certainly use a Saints victory if we do end up losing this game, because then I would assume that would give the Saints 2 wins. Well, I wouldn't assume. That does give the Saints 2 wins, and then I would assume that that would make us the 1 seed officially. I still don't know why we're not the 1 seed, really. That should give us the 1 seed officially. Najee Harris, 13 carries, 69 yards. Nice. He's been having a good day on the ground. And we've been having an okay day through the air. We haven't had, like, a fantastic day, but we've been getting the job done, especially with Calvin Ridley with those 2 touchdowns. And we did complete our staff goal. We got the 2 passing touchdowns that we needed to do. Oh, my God, Brandon Graham, he just completely shed that block and said, come here, boy. A minute to go, all 3 timeouts. We kind of just have to push this ball down the field as quick as possible. Intercepted. Yep, that's basically how I expected that drive to end. Is it going to be a pick 6? No, it's not. Cosme's able to bring down Darius Slay. Is that Darius Slay? Yeah, Darius Slay. And that's a 2nd interception, and that gives the Eagles unbelievable field position. I don't know why I threw it. Don't ask. I don't know why I threw that to Terry McLaurin. He wasn't open. So I don't know why I threw it there. I make bad decisions. You guys know this. I make very, very bad decisions, and I've given the Eagles all the momentum, 51 seconds, 3 timeouts, and great field position. And they're not going to snap it? Some sort of glitch just happened where they didn't snap the football. I'll take a delay of game penalty, I guess. Not going to complain. I don't know why the glitch happened, but it did. That's happened before. I don't really know how it happens or why it happens, but if it helps us, I guess it's not a bad thing. That's not a pick. I thought that I could turn into the guy that was inside and then snap outside and pick it off, but it didn't turn me into that guy. Did not turn me into him quick enough. 46 seconds. They use their first timeout. That's low pass to Devonta Smith. He's at the 2. They're going to hurry up and then probably call a timeout here. Oh, no, they're not going to hurry up. Now they call a timeout, so they just wasted a few seconds just because this game sucks. Okay, do I bring linebacker blitz? Let's bring outside linebacker blitz. See if we can get some pressure on Hurts. It's going to be a pitch, and Chase Young! I thought that I did it right, but it wasn't the linebacker. It was Chase Young who got in there. And now it's 20 seconds to go. This will be the final play before they have to kick the field goal if we stop them. Hurts is going to roll out. It's going to be Goddard. Stopped at the 1. Cody Barton wraps him up at the 1, and it's not the final play. We're going to bring outside linebacker blitzes, and we're going to try to stop this. Knock it down, pick it off something. It's a touchdown, A.J. Brown. Eagles take a 10-point lead with 10 seconds to go because I threw another pick, and it's really all my fault, too. I can't blame anybody but myself, and I hate that because I really want to blame somebody else for that mistake. But it's not. It's mine. I shouldn't have threw that to Terry McLaurin. He was not anywhere near open. Now, maybe in real life, that ball gets to McLaurin, but not in Madden. Certainly not in Madden. We've got 6 seconds and 3 timeouts. Can we do anything? We might be able to. Terry is very possible here. Safety's not helping. I've got a man. It's not there. Ian Thomas was there, but Rodgers did not deliver an accurate ball. Because why would you expect a Hall of Fame quarterback to deliver an accurate ball? I mean, I'd be foolish to expect my Hall of Fame quarterback to deliver an accurate ball under pressure. That's crazy, right? Michael Thomas got railed on that hit, but we don't complete anything. It's halftime. We had a good start. We really did. We had a good start to this game, but we have been severely shut down in that second quarter. We get the ball to start the second half, though, so maybe we can get back to the offense that was working, running the ball with Najee and all that kind of stuff. That opened up the passing game a little bit. It doesn't help that the Eagles have full momentum. You know how strong momentum is in this game. Let's get back to the run game. See if we can get it to work. It was working in the first half. I don't see why it wouldn't work now. Maybe because we don't block. That's probably why it wouldn't work now. There was really no blocks on that one. And now I got to run play action because I don't like the other plays. I don't have anybody open. I panicked again. Logan Thomas, good catch. That was a crazy catch, too. Nobody got open on that. I didn't like any of the plays. Run the ball again. I just got to make sure that the shaky screen's gone. Once the shaky screen's gone, we'll be feeling a little bit better. Najee gets a decent run. He's got 16 carries for 73 yards. We are really feeding Najee Harris on this game. And I'm not opposed to that. I like Najee. I think that's why we traded for him. I think he's a solid young running back who needs some usage. He needs some touches. Do I think that Rodgers can deliver an accurate ball on the run? Probably not. But we are certainly going to find out here. Aaron Rodgers, he does. It's Ian Thomas, turns up the field. Aaron freaking Rodgers, baby. That was a decent ball he delivered. It was on target. Throwing on the run. We stopped the shaky screen, which is always a plus. And Najee gets a couple of yards. If we can just kind of chip away at this Eagle defense, I'll feel a little bit better. Najee slipped one tackle but couldn't get away quick enough. It's 3rd and 5. Do we try to call upon Calvin Ridley, who's had such a big game today? Do we call upon Calvin? Do I think Calvin gets open one-on-one here? It's risky. But I think he's got a good shot. Calvin, one-on-one, end zone, knocked away. Terrell Edmonds swatted it down. I probably shouldn't have went after that, but I did. And we're going to take our points this time. I think it's a little too risky to go for it 4th and 5. So Michael Badgley's up and good. We make it a touchdown game. We're still in this, and that's the frustrating part about this entire season. We've been in most, if not all of these games, and we've just not been able to close the door on any of them or pull away. We've been losing in certain spots, and it's just been, whether it's been bad offensive line play, bad defense play, whatever it is, bad me play, that's also a possibility. Whatever it's been in any of those games, take your pick. We've lost the game anyway, so we sit at 0-7. A.J. Brown's activated now, so is still Jalen Hurts. Chase Young wraps him up along with Cody Barton. Good job. That's a tackle for loss. Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd and 11 now for the Eagles. Rodgers, I don't know what's good it's going to do for you to look at that iPad thing, that Microsoft tablet. It's not going to help you out too much as Jalen Hurts just does Jalen Hurts things. I couldn't turn into the right guy. It never turns me into the right guy. I don't know why. It tells you, it literally says, it turns you into the guy closest to the ball or the guy that can make the quickest play on the ball. And it never does it. It lies to you. It's a bold-faced lie. Dallas Goedert, big catch, 2nd and 1. Oh, this feels like another guaranteed Eagle touchdown. It just feels like they're unstoppable right now. When the AI gets into a spot like this where they just flip the switch, and they just feel unstoppable. And DeAndre Swift, we can't, oh my God, great tackle. Jartavius Martin. But we can't stop them. Their offensive line has turned it on, man. They're unbelievable. They are just unbelievable. They don't even have DeAndre Swift in now. He's on a breather, and he's just wide open. We just don't have the guys. Our corners are not quick enough to keep up. Devontae Smith is an amazing athlete. He just ran away from whoever was guarding him. I don't even know who's covering him. Number 20? I think is that St. Juice? I don't even know. Or maybe it wasn't even number 20. I have no idea. I don't know how DeAndre Swift out-muscled Jonathan Allen on that one. But he did. No, St. Juice is 25. Who is the guy that was covering? I don't know. It wasn't Forrest. Forrest is 13. And he's probably covering A.J. Brown. And DeAndre Swift, first down again. They're at the 3-yard line. About to make it a 10-point game again. We've had magic here on the goal line before. At times. Oh, stop him. Good job. Jalen Hurts tried to do it again like he'd scored on the previous read option. But we were ready for it that time. Jabril Cox, along with a couple other guys, in there to stop him. Under 20 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. It's going to be another quarterback keeper, and I just suck. That was completely stoppable. but I just suck. Jalen Hurts, another touchdown on the ground for him, and it's back to a big-time touchdown advantage for the Eagles, and we're probably going to lose this game. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't even have my hand on the controller. I literally have one hand on the controller, not even holding it, just have it in my hand, and I have one hand in, like, on a drink, on a thing of water. So, I did not do that. I did not run into the kicker, but it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. It's probably better that we went out of the back of the end zone anyway, because that probably starts us further up the field than if I would have returned it. So it's probably better that way. Full momentum for the Eagles. This is not good. Rodgers picked off. Oh my God! I knocked it complete. I think Terry McLaurin actually, the ball hit his head, and Maddox dropped it, because that was a pick. And I don't know why it was a pick. I didn't intend to throw it behind him. Like, it should have been an accurate, strong throw, but for some reason, Rodgers just noodle-armed it. Ian Thomas, good catch. Run over to the dude. There we go. First down. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. We got 7 minutes to try to come back and win this game. Rodgers just fell over. One of the offensive linemen just knocked him over. We have 7 minutes to make a comeback and win this game. Is it possible? I don't think so. I don't really think it is. Oh, good juke. Finally, the juke move worked. Najee Harris, 20 carries. What does that say? 83 yards? Something like that? Oh, good block from, I think that was Harrison who blocked it. Najee gets to the outside. Doesn't get much, though. 85 yards on 21 carries. We got to let it rip. We got to let it go. Just a question of who do we go for? Are we going to have enough time to make anything happen? I'm going to go to the sideline. It's Michael Thomas' first catch of the day for him. Can't guard Mike. He had a big episode a couple ones ago. Where do we go now? Do we go dagger sit? Probably. Is somebody going to be open? Probably not. Let's go outside to Najee. And he made a man miss. Najee Harris gets the first down. I don't even know if I intentionally did that or not. I think I was just trying to keep him in bounds, and he made the guy miss. I will take it. We get Brian Robinson Jr. in the game for the first time. That's nice. Love to see a little Brian Robinson Jr. action as he gets a first carry. He gets 3 yards. We're going to run it back with him, because I think he had a lane here. If he can just get the blocks, he can. He got the block from Terry McLaurin. Brian Robinson Jr. to the goal line at the 2. Great block from Terry McLaurin holding the edge, and I really thought that he had it there. I really did. I'm going to change this to RPO, and then I'm just going to hand it off to Najee, and he's going to run in. Najee Harris touchdown. We are still in this game, man. Big touchdown from Najee Harris. We are still alive in Paris. 31-24. If we can have an interception or a 3 and out, whatever, something to stop this Eagle team, that'd be much, much needed. I mean, we've proven we can do it. We did it one time at the very first drive of the game. We held them to a 3 and out. Why can't we do that again? I have no idea. Come on, team. We got to show some good defense here. They're going to completely change the play. Hurts doesn't like what he sees. I screwed that up, and I screwed it up again. I'm the horrible player. I'm a horrible tackler. Now you see why I don't user anybody other than D linemen, because I'm just very bad. First down for the Eagles, so forget the 3 and out. Hurts rolls again. How? I mean, Devontae Smith is hurt on the play, as he should be. Cody Barton railed him. But how does he hold on in the first place? I just don't know. I don't know how you hold on that. Pick that. What, huh? I didn't have any, like, icons or anything. It didn't show me who I even was. That was weird. Whatever, it's 3rd and 3. Bring some pressure. Blitz everybody. Blitz the linebackers. Do it. Stop. Oh, my God. That nasty cut move from DeAndre Swift to change from inside to outside. Disgusting. And he gets past the first down, and it's game over, man. It's game over. We're going to be 0-8, still looking for that elusive first win. I think it could happen against the Patriots because the Patriots are not, like, amazing. Pick that Jamin Davis. Is that going to be off or unnecessary roughness? What's that going to be? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Are you serious? The CPU does that to me every single play that I go out of bounds. And that is unbelievable, man. See, it's stuff like that that makes me so upset. I'm not going to get upset. You may think that I am. I'm not getting upset. Trust me. You know, you've been here when I've been upset. But stuff like that just so frustrates me. Because the CPU does that every single play when you run out of bounds. They always hit you late. But because I get close and hit you out of bounds, then it's enough unnecessary roughness. This feels unstoppable. Please turn me into the guy that has a chance of making the pick. Why have me turn into the guy that has no shot at making the play? It doesn't make sense, man. It just literally doesn't make sense. It's a DeAndre Swift handoff. It's a stop. Field goal. Field goal opportunity. Jamin Davis makes it. They're not going to go. They're going to go for, oh my God, here we go. Do I blitz? No, we keep the same play. This could be a Swift run or it could be a Hurts pass. It's going to be a Hurts pass. Quick, knock it down. Touchdown. It's game over. Game over. We are going to be 0-8 on the season. And the Saints have won their game. Well, they're going to win their game. They're winning 35-14. So they're going to win their game. They'll have 2 wins on the season. And we will have none. So maybe that will officially give us the #1 pick in the draft. I would hope so. Christian Watson feels so fast, but I can never find an opening. Chase Young had a pectoral strain. We lost Montez Sweat on that same drive. And now we lose Chase Young, but he was able to come back. That's nice. I really don't know how the Eagles don't have absolute full momentum after that touchdown. I thought for sure that they would. Thomas gets a nice catch. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So we got 2 minutes to make this less of a blowout than it is. Make it look a little bit more competitive. And to be fair, I shouldn't say that. It has been competitive in this game. I mean, we were literally leading for a little majority of this one. We weren't leading for a long time because I screwed up. But we were leading for a good amount. That's a quick throw. Why, Aaron Rodgers? Why do you suck so much? Throw an accurate ball for once in your... Oh, my God. I thought you were a Hall of Fame quarterback. What are you doing out here? Najee has some space. Najee Harris. Okay. Got us a decent yardage. I'm going to run that same play back because I think somebody has a chance to get open. I'm going to heave it. Terry over everybody. I did see Logan Thomas was open last second, but I already made up my mind throwing it to Terry McLaurin there, so. But I did want to acknowledge that I saw Logan Thomas open. 2nd down and 10. Snap it. Fire it to the sidelines. Ridley stays in bounds, 1st down. He's had a big day with those 2 touchdowns. He has certainly had a big day. Verticals again. Thomas, middle of the field, catch. Holds on, and he's injured. Hurts the wrist, or at least he's holding on to the wrist. I don't know if that's what's hurt. Holding on to the wrist, that's not a good sign, but that gets Christian Watson in the game. I don't think he's going to be my target here. I think it's going to be Terry or Thomas. It's going to have to be Terry. It's going to be overthrown anyway, so it doesn't matter. I had to throw it quickly. Had to throw it quicker than I wanted to there. Might as well go verticals on the other side. Because Christian Watson's now. And Christian Watson's fast. Maybe he can create some separation. I think he can. Christian Watson! Oh, I should have went aggressive catch. Should have went aggressive catch. I went catch on the run there. I thought that he would just catch it. But he didn't. Michael Thomas is back in. He had like a dislocated elbow or something. They just popped that back into place. Calvin Ridley, number 3. Calvin Ridley, 3 touchdowns. Takes a massive hit. But he's proven that he is worth the money. He's got, what, like 4 or 5 catches, 3 touchdowns? He's had a big day today. Proven that he is worth the money. Now, we can't onside kick it, can we? I mean, we can. I'm going to go speed onside. I have never done an onside kick in Madden 24, so we're going to see how this works. I have no idea if this is going to be accurate or not. That's bad accuracy on the ball. Get it! Oh. I think I screwed that up. It wasn't as good as it could have been. I didn't get the accuracy that well. But we had to try something, right? We had to try to make something happen. Pinch the linebackers is probably going to be a swift run. We can get in the backfield, but apparently I got shut down there. Whatever. I was in the backfield. I knew it was going to be a swift run. I'm not going to call my timeouts. It's not worth it. It's honestly not worth it. There's no way we're going to stop this Eagle defense. We haven't proven other than that first drive of the game that we can stop them. So, big hit from Jonathan Allen. Now, if DeAndre Swift happens to pop the ball out and we recover, then I'll try. But there's not enough time left to do really anything. And I don't even know if they'll snap it here. That is the ball game. We lose our 8th game in a row. We are still winless on the season. 38-31 against the Eagles, but it wasn't as much of a blowout as I was expecting it to be. Rodgers, 14 for 26, 264 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Najee Harris, we relied on him very heavily, and he did a good job. 22 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown. He had a big, big game. Brian Robinson also had 2 carries for 20 yards. Very impressed with him. And then Calvin Ridley, we gave him that contract extension in the stuff before the game. And he went out there and had 4 catches, 111 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He was having a big game today. And then we had 7 tackles for Jamin Davis, 6 for Jartavius Martin and Cody Barton, 2 tackles for loss for Chase Young, no sacks on Jalen Hurts, and no picks. That is something that we really struggle to do, is get sacks and turnovers. Whether it's forced fumbles or interceptions, we just can't turn over anybody. We got some big upgrades. Hufanga, Cody Barton, and Brian Robinson Jr. all get big upgrades. And here's a little stretch where we could have a win. The Patriots and the Seahawks are really our only shot at getting a win here. We have a new injury. It's Montez Sweat out for 4 weeks, so forget about the trade for a month. We won't be able to trade Montez Sweat for 3 more weeks. That sucks. And we have a media question, actually. It's probably about us not having a win so far. It's been a trying season for you. You haven't won a game yet. Write what you will, but I expect us to win our last 8. No, I don't expect us to win our last 8. We can't pack it in. We obviously need to consider playing some of the younger talents. It's been a rough year for the team, so now I'm looking for players who want to keep their jobs. And what's going to give us the least amount of bad morale? Maybe this one, probably? Plus 3% per win, minus 2% for loss. That's fine. I'll take that. We'll get to see some of our younger talent, I guess. And we will advance to the game against the Patriots. We go to Foxborough. And these next 2 games are probably our best chance. I don't know what the rest of the schedule looks like, but these next 2 games probably are our best chance to get our first win, because I don't think we'll beat the Giants. We've already played them once, and we didn't beat them. And then the Cowboys aren't having that good of a year. They're 3-4 right now, so if we get to week 12 and we still don't have a win, that could be a sneaky upset game. That could be a trap game for the Cowboys. You never know. But next episode will be against the Patriots. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.